The high-profile trial between the once-married stars Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has gotten lots of reactions from their fellow colleagues. Let's find out what these celebrities are saying about this horrible situation. Sia, the famous singer Sia, has openly reacted in support of Johnny Depp as the trial continues. The singer made references to a recording that was played at Johnny's libel trial in which Amber admitted to hitting her ex-husband to justify why she had chosen to be on Johnny's side. Sia had tweeted, "Just showing my public support for Johnny Depp. I mean, I'd love him to get clean and stop with the jewelry, but he is clearly the victim after hearing those tapes." There were many other engagements under the tweet in which fans had declared their support for Sia's stance in the ongoing trial. Penelope Cruz. Penelope is one of the stars rooting heavily for Johnny Depp in his defamation trial. Penelope went as far as writing a declaration that points out how lucky she feels to have met a man like Johnny. The declaration reads, "I met Johnny when I was 19 years old. The only sentences I knew how to say in English at that time were, 'How are you?' and 'I want to work with Johnny Depp.' Many years have passed and I have not only made 3 movies with him, but I also count on him as a great friend." The 48-year-old actress continued to mention instances where Johnny had been good to her and her husband, especially in the period of her pregnancy, which stated, "I was always impressed by his kindness, his brilliant mind, his talent, and his sense of humor. I've seen Johnny in different situations and he's always kind to everyone. He's one of the most generous people I know. I recorded Pirates of the Caribbean during my pregnancy. My husband and I will never forget their sweetness, protection, and kindness in that time." Elon Musk. The 50-year-old billionaire Elon Musk had briefly dated Amber Heard after she divorced her husband Johnny Depp. Elon Musk had previously been announced to be on the witness list for the trial, but recent news developed that said Elon Musk would no longer be testifying in the court battle between his ex-girlfriend and her ex-husband. While the jury and the public might not have had the privilege of getting an insight into what happened in Elon Musk's and Amber's relationship to make a better judgment, the business mogul has definitely made some comments regarding their relationship in the past. When the pair broke up, Elon Musk mentioned that he still loved Amber in a tweet that said, "By the way, just to clear up some of the press storms this weekend, although Amber and I did break up, we're still friends, remain close, and love one another." In subsequent interviews where he revealed the breakup caused him severe pain, Elon Musk seems to have been very heartbroken after separating from the actress. Although Elon Musk hasn't reacted openly to the ongoing trial, it has been speculated that the businessman would testify in support of Amber if it comes to that, as the two had a great relationship. Winona Ryder, another star and an ex of Johnny Depp, has also come out to support her ex-boyfriend. The duo started dating when Johnny was 25 and Winona was 17. Winona had also expressed shock as she believed she had fallen for a different Johnny than the one Amber was trying to paint a picture of. Speaking about how shocking the accusations are for her, Winona in an interview with Time magazine said, "I'm not calling anyone a liar, I'm just saying it's difficult and upsetting for me to wrap my head around it. We were together for 4 years and it was a big relationship for me. Imagine if someone you dated when I was 17 when I met him, was accused of that. It's just shocking." The actress didn't stop there. She had gone ahead and filed a declaration in support of Johnny that said, "I understand that it's very important for him to talk about my experience, although I was not there in his marriage to Amber. My experience was totally different. I felt very surprised, confused, and upset when I heard allegations against him. The idea that he is a violent person is the furthest thing from Johnny I knew. I cannot understand these allegations. He was never violent to anyone." And then she continued to describe how Johnny is nothing but a loving man. Javier Bardem. The husband of Penelope Cruz, Javier Bardem, also reacted to the famous trial. The actor, while defending his friend and co-star amidst the defamation suit, said, "I love Johnny. He has always been a true gentleman and an extremely generous and caring friend to my family and myself." The actor, who believes Johnny is a subject of malicious intent targeted at ruining his career and the standards he has, said, "I love Johnny because he's a good human being, trapped in the lies and manipulations of toxic beings, and yet smiling and loving us all in spite of it." Sharon Osbourne. Sharon had also reacted to the trial between Amber and Johnny. The TV personality mentioned that she also had the same experience in her marriage, but that she and her partner handled it with love. Sharon, who had described such a moment in a relationship as volatile, said, "I think that they were both drinking. It's a volatile relationship. I had a relationship like that with my husband at one time. I would give him what he gave me. He'd shove me, I'd shove him back. And some people are like that." After this comparison, she continued to say this, though, "I understand why he did sue. Whatever went on, only those two know." Sharon, however, didn't show support for any of the pair in the trial. Instead, she had voiced her opinion and how she was certain it takes one mistake to make another. She said, "It takes two for tango. I think they had a vulnerable relationship. Both are bad for each other. She gave what she received. I have no idea who did what, but I know the two of them drank, and it was a toxic relationship." Kevin McNally. The Pirates of the Caribbean cast and friend of Johnny Depp, Kevin McNally, have also declared his support for Johnny and how well he understands how really good he is, which is different from the the scandals that he had been riddled with recently. Kevin spoke exclusively about if Johnny, who portrays Jack Sparrow, would return for the next part, when he said, "I've never seen a hint of a dark side to him. I think there was a general feeling that without Jack, there is no Pirates franchise, and there's probably a lot of truth to that." Kevin, who is super confident in Johnny's innocence, mentioned how great Johnny is and how he's certain he'd prevail in the trial when he said, "I see a great humanitarian and a beautiful human being. I don't see any impediment for him coming back and playing Jack Sparrow. Kevin is so much in support of his co-pirate star that he'd make sure he follows it through till he's liberated." He said, "I think my destiny is so tied to Johnny's, I'll go wherever he goes if he needs it." Paul Bettany. During one of the court hearings of the defamation trial, Paul Bettany, who's a great friend of Johnny, had his text read aloud in the court. The text had featured a joke between the two friends about drowning and burning Amber to be certain that she wasn't a witch. While speaking to The Independent, Paul mentioned that it was an unpleasant moment for him to listen to his old text being read out loud. He said, "It was very strange. It was a strange moment. What was strange about it was you suddenly have one of the most scabrous newspapers in London and their lawyers pouring through your text for the last 10 years. The actor had, however, proven to be supportive of his friend when he said, "I've known Johnny Depp for years and in different relationships. He's the sweetest, kindest, most gentlemanly man I'd ever met." Vanessa Paradis. Vanessa was a former partner of Johnny Depp for 14 years before they finally separated. Vanessa and Johnny had 2 children, Lily Rose Depp and John Christopher Depp III, together before they broke up in 2012. Vanessa was formally set to give evidence and be a witness in support of Johnny, who is seeking a libel suit against the Sun based on Amber's claims. Vanessa had called Amber's claims outrageous, as Johnny hadn't in any way been known for anything like that in the years she spent with him. Instead, Vanessa praised Johnny's kindness and patience in her statement in 2020 when she said, "I've known Johnny for 25 years. We've been partners for 14 years and we raised our 2 children together. Through all these years, I've known Johnny to be kind, attentive, generous, and nonviolent person and father. On movie sets, the actors, directors, and entire crews adore him because he is humble and respectful to everyone, as well as being one of the best actors we've seen." The singer also continued to explain points about how sure she is about who Johnny is and how Amber might be giving false details entirely. In her words, Vanessa said, "I'm aware of the allegations which Amber Heard has publicly accused Johnny of for more than 4 years now. This is nothing like the true Johnny I have known, and from my personal experience of many years, I can say he was never violent to me." Tillit Wright. Many celebrities have reacted by being totally in support of Johnny without wavering. One celebrity stood out the most as being different. Tillit Wright had taken delight in siding with his friend, Amber. He had shown his reactions and what he was wary of in Amber and Johnny's relationship in a lengthy and detailed essay. Before he actually took stand in court, the writer had reacted via an open essay and made a point that said, "We say domestic violence is bad, we condemn it, but as a culture, we create the most fertile breeding ground for it to thrive. The cycle of abuse is perpetrated by every person who asserts that the victim is most likely punched themselves, rather than addressing the very real evidence of violence in front of them. The culture of victim blaming is the very thing that protects abusers' ability to get away with this kind of behavior." That's how some celebrities have reacted to the famous trial. What do you think about this trial? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!